So here I am in Puna, and as you, I believe as you all know, I'm a big fan and have been for much of my life of clothing optional beaches. And there is a beach just a few blocks away from here, the only well-established clothing optional beach on the Big Island that I know of. It's called Kahena, and it has black sand. You better not go swimming. The surf is very wild and currents are strong. But for just being in the black sand and enjoying connecting with nature in this tropical environment is a really great experience. So I'm planning to go there later today, even if it's raining. In honor of that, my location and situation, I'm going to play songs that are associated with my favorite beach, and I'm also going to play some Hawaii songs. But first I'm going to play the Cove, because it's the Cove. There's a place by the ocean, caught between the cliffs and the tide, a narrow sandy slice of the garden with the rocks on either side. Come and meet me by the water. I'll see you at the edge of the sea. Neptune's son and Aphrodite's daughter, for one day we shall be free. You won't need your suit of armor. You may leave it on the sand. Feel the sun upon your body and the breeze upon your skin. Come and meet me by the waters. We'll gather at the edge of the sea. Neptune's sons and Aphrodite's daughters, for one day we shall be free. Come and meet me by the waters. We'll gather at the edge of the sea. Neptune's sons and Aphrodite's daughters, for one day we shall be free. One day we shall be free. Thank you. That song ends on the major chord, which is an old motif from Baroque times. People have been doing it for hundreds of years, where a minor song goes major at the last second, a sense of resolution to that. It's called the Picardy Third. I think that's a place, Picardy, but I always imagined that it was invented by a guy whose last name was Picardy and his first name was Knit. Picardy. Anyway, I believe there was some idea that you have to end a song on have to go major at some point there.
Funny, I recently watched a video reaction by a classical musician reacting to Procol Harum's Whiter Shade of Pale.
Yes?
And she mentioned that very thing of a minor song that ends major, and she mentioned the Picardy thing.
How about that?
I mean, I watched it like this past week,
Oh, great.
and so we must be some sort of cosmic alliance,
I think so, yes.
alignment with, I don't know,
Yeah,
something to do with the Artemis 2 or something
there you
going
go.
on.
Well, what are the odds? I mean, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had never heard of such a thing before that,
Oh,
and now I've heard about it twice in 1 week.
and you listen to a lot of classical and Baroque music.
Yeah, yeah.
I would bet that you will now start seeing them everywhere, just like getting a new car and seeing that same car everywhere you go.
Yes.
Yep.
Train my ear.
Yeah, you're right. Train your ear. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful touch. It really is. It's a surprise, and yet it's satisfying. Well, no wonder they got addicted to it at certain parts of musical history. I want to play another Hawaii song. One of my very favorites to sing with Angelisa back in the Harmony People days was this one, which I wrote about Whidbey Island, and then we had the inspiration of altering the lyrics so that it was a Hawaii song instead of a Pacific Northwest U.S. song. And she came up with many of these lines and lyrics, and we added a term to the chorus, which I think fits it beautifully, of Holoholo. So that's the name of the song in this translation. The Hawaiian translation of this song is called Holoholo, which in current Hawaiian slang means a road trip or a journey, some kind of venture that doesn't have a particular goal in mind, where you're just out randomly moving and not in any particular hurry. So Holoholo, also known as driving. Sunday morning on the island, I've got my pedal to the floor. Life is good here on the island. The tourists don't come around anymore. I've got my 42 Chevy and a gallon of gasoline. You've got the prettiest smile I have ever seen, and we're driving. Sunday morning on the island, the air is cool and the road is clear. All alone here on the island, since Andy's truck broke down last year. Haven't seen a vapor trail since 2044. I wonder if there's anyone on the mainland anymore. But we're driving Holoholo, driving Holoholo. No particular place to go. Driving, nothing on the radio. Sunday evening on the island, time to turn and head for home. This stretch of highway went back with Pele in the 47 flow. I hear the crunch of cinder as I turn my car around. Your hand takes hold of mine, the sun is going down, and we're driving Holoholo, driving Holoholo, driving, no particular place to go, driving, nothing on the radio. Thanks. Anybody catch the Chuck Berry reference in that song? Yeah, Roger, I see you nodding. Anybody, can anybody guess what line from there is taken directly from a Chuck Berry song? It is No Particular Place to Go. That's a title of one of his songs. It's this big story about taking a girl out someplace and on a drive, and they want to make out, but she can't unfasten her seatbelt. She couldn't unfasten her safety belt, you know, in typical Chuck Berry da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da fashion. He was marvelous at writing lyrics that matched the cadence of English. He took rock and roll, he took a boogie beat, and he took English language, and he melded the two perfectly. If you listen to his lyrics, there's nobody whose lyrics scan any better than Chuck Berry's. If the rhythm goes da 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 da, his lyrics go da 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 da. It's really something else. He was a marvelous songwriter. Yeah. Anyway, hi Amy, welcome. This is the Puna edition. You know Puna. Yep. So I'm sitting here, I've had a couple of raindrops fall and almost had to bail, and then decided, nah, I'm cruising on through. That's just what being here is all about. I'll quit if it starts pouring. Well, another great beach memory that I have comes from my friend Christine. I've sung of her, you know, I've sung my song for her, Goodbye, many times. But I don't think I've told this little piece of the story. I'm not sure. Christine and I were friends who went to my favorite clothing optional beach down in central coast of California, and she and her boyfriend Tom and I became really good friends. Tom and I are still good friends, but she passed away some years ago, probably about 2010 now, 9 or 10 years ago, and I got to see her 2 days before she died, and the last words she said to me were standing on her front porch. She said, "Goodbye, Gary," which is the lead into this song. It was hugely impactful. But after that, we had a hug. And in that hug, while we were close, she said, sunscreen. And I said, huh? I don't understand. And she said, remember the conversation we had about 10 years ago? And we had a hug. And somebody smelled sunscreen and said, any day that smells like sunscreen is a good day. And she said, I've thought of that moment endlessly since then. Any day that smells like sunscreen is a good day. So, today smells like sunscreen. So this is for Christine. Here we go. The last time I saw my father, we did not say goodbye. We said, so long, I'll see you. We knew it was a lie, for among the things I loved the most was his optimistic way. And we had to let our eyes express what our voices could not say. What our voices could not say. I said goodbye to you today. I drove away and cried. From grief or awe, I couldn't tell. It's hard to feel the tragedy when you lived and died so well. When you lived and died so well. And how lucky am I to get to say goodbye. How lucky am I to get to say goodbye. Oh. That song, for me, has transmuted the sorrow into joy. I can't help smiling. Thank you for your tears.
Can I share?
Yes?
That song.
Pardon? I couldn't hear you.
I said thank you for that song. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now. You're
Thank
welcome,
you for,
Amy.
Thank you for that song. That's exactly what I'm going through right now. My dad is in hospice. I
Oh.
just left his bedside.
Oh my
And I'm in the
goodness.
car driving. I just left there.
Oh, Amy.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. It felt very poignant. Thank you.
Yeah. Can I play you Christine's favorite song of mine? I'll play this one because it was her favorite song of mine. How much space do you think we need to make a place for you and me? This queen-sized bed is 5 feet by 7. Sometimes that's all the real estate you need. We've got a 35 square foot mansion. I've been to heaven and it's 5 by 7. It's a 35 square foot mansion, and I'm the richest man in town. There's a house upon a hill. I see it every time I'm driving home. They've got a tennis court and swimming pool. On 20 acres you can be alone. They've got no neighbors to borrow power tools. They got no family to make 'em blue. They never argue, they never see each other. I'm so glad I'm coming home to you and our 35 square foot mansion. I've been to heaven and it's 5 by 7. It's a 35 square foot mansion, and I'm the richest man in town. There's a girl up on the screen. I see her in the checkout line. She's got $1 million diamond ring. She's got a man who's gone all the time. She's got the parties, she's got the money too, and all the goodies that the world can give. She's got a feeling, she's just like me and you. She'd give it all for a chance to live in a 35 square foot mansion. I've been to heaven and it's 5 by 7. It's a 35 square foot mansion, and I'm the richest man in town. the richest man in town. There ain't a man or woman in the whole world, honey, to feel jealous of. 'Cause love will get you through when you don't have money. And what good is money if you don't have love? Maybe I should get a better job. We'll buy a castle with an ocean view. Then I can get myself a fancy car and drive another 40 miles to you. I know you're in there. I holler, hello, honey. I think I hear you holler back at me. I get a beer, go find the living room, and spend the evening with the huge TV. Nah, I'll take the 35 square foot mansion. I've been to heaven and it's 5 by 7. It's a 35 square foot mansion, and I'm the richest man in town. We've got a 35 square foot mansion. I've been to heaven and it's 5 by 7. It's a 35 square foot mansion, and I'm the richest man in town. I'm the richest man in town. Thank you. I made an interesting mistake in that song. Normally I sing, I've got a feeling she's just like me and you, and I sang, she's got a feeling she's just like me and you. Maybe some sub-neuron network came up with that during the song. I'll have to consider changing that line. I think that might be kind of cool.